another platform has released another soundbite of a cringe interview of Claressa and Pap where they're clearly not on the same page. Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. So, today we are talking Love Island USA Season 8. Claressa Shields, surprise, surprise, a.k.a. Pap's Mistress, a.k.a. Pap's Entanglement, a.k.a. Pap's Pick Me, a.k.a. Pap's Side Chick, or as Chris Cyborg would say, it is duck hunting season. And like clockwork, anytime there is any backlash against Claressa Shields, anytime there is negative press on Claressa Shields, you know, like her losing back-to-back the BET Sportswoman of the Year, that she also lost back-to-back in 2025 and 2026, and has lost the Best Fighter of 2026 at the ESPYs, which is a fan-voted award, which means, Claressa Shields, you have fake and phony fans, or a lot of those followers are just following you to see the shenanigans of you and a married man, right? So Claressa did all that campaigning. She did all that work. You know what I'm saying? Because Leader Promotions couldn't have been bothered. They waited to the last day of voting to even put a post up. You know what I'm saying? MVP Promotions would never. We talked about Alicia Baumgartner, how unfortunately what that disgusting display of Claressa slapping her at the MVP Promotions Netflix MMA event in the VIP, to, you know, we talked about in May that Alicia had already secured a reality show, a competition reality show, not a traditional reality show, right? Where I think it is going to draw in a lot of viewers, a lot of fans, all of this and all of that. I also saw yesterday that Layla Ali did a throwback Thursday of her having a BET award. Of her having a BET award that I find absolutely hilarious. And it appears Claressa is going after Chris Cyborg now for content, and it's weird because this entire time you've been ignoring Chris Cyborg. You know what I'm saying? When you thought that you had all this motion and all these other things, you know what I'm saying? You thought that Chris Cyborg was a non-factor, but now all of a sudden, because you need a distraction, you want to discuss Chris Cyborg, right? So what has happened now is because Claressa still cannot handle this backlash, you know what I'm saying? I peeped that even the training accommodations have changed. I don't know if y'all peeped. She's been working out at Planet Fitness instead of these, luxury high-end workout facilities. I don't know if that's going to be the rest of the time for, the 3 or so weeks left that she has until this fight. But ultimately, everything Claressa has bragged to us on the internet is not looking good. It is not looking good. And as a result, the default is to go back to the entanglement of her and Pap. So remember, Claressa just went from telling us on one of her, crash out lives, don't worry about why Pap's not around. But this is a complete 180 from how she used to move. Oh, Pap and I are always together. Pap is upstairs. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't like being on camera, right? Remember, she was doing all that. She had all that energy. Now, it's, Pap's busy. He's got work to do. He's got a job. I really don't want somebody up under me 24/7. Da-da-da-da-da. And y'all know how I get when I'm training and this and that. I wouldn't want to be around me either. And all of this, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, Yeah, it's not giving what you think it is. You keep flip-flopping on, what is really going on between the two of y'all, and it's looking sus. So, because of the backlash of that as well, and losing back to back, now you have to run back and show an old clip of an old interview of you and Pap. You have the blogs resurface an interview of you and Pap at the BET Awards, and I don't think I saw this clip, so I'm gonna watch it with y'all and I'm gonna react after. So let's get into it.
I think that I've taught him to be super confident, to be cocky. Hey, it's your girl Claressa the Gold Shoes, and you are now tapped in the spiritual world.
Hey, look, you facing your eyes on Papoose, and right now you tapped in the spiritual world.
So y'all are both champions in your own lane. So what's the biggest lesson you've taught each other about love and success?
Something that I've taught him about love and success.
Yeah.
Well, spiritual world, why did you post this? Why did you post this? I believe they posted this yesterday. And this is not giving, you know what I'm saying? This is not giving at all. Even Claressa Shields is stumped. Something I taught Pap about love and success? No. I was the one that was in love. You know what I'm saying? I was the one that was pretending to be Remy's friend. I was the one that was sliding into Buried Band's DMs. What do you mean I taught Pap something? Oh my, let's continue.
I think that I've taught him to be super confident, to be cocky, and to not be ashamed of your gift. Like, your gift is your gift, and you're the best at it for a reason, and don't be scared to share it. I feel like I've rubbed that on to him.
I strongly disagree with this take because Pap always has been cocky. I think we just might have ignored some of the signs because we were in support of the black love of it all, and we were in support of Remy Ma. But Pap has always been cocky when it came to this music career that he is still trying to make fetch happen nearly at the age of 50 years old. There had been plenty of times during Remy Ma's performances where Pap is like, oh, okay, let me get on the mic and spit some hot fire. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what Claressa is talking about, because to me, I feel like Pap has been the same individual. It's just unfortunate that we have to see it in the social media age. And the thing of it is, you know what I'm saying? Social media back when, Remy and Pap were on Love and Hip Hop, is not what social media is now. So a lot of the signs, a lot of Pap's behavior that were problematic and things like that, even though Remy sometimes would give us hints in interviews, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't on full blast like it is now because you keep trying to push this entanglement with a married man. Let's continue.
Amen. And then what about you?
Yeah, man, being loved by Claressa is amazing. She's a person who isn't afraid to show her love to the entire world. A lot of people like to hide and make it look like it's something it's not, but not her. She's the real deal. And as far as success, who's more successful than the quote herself? She will be fighting State Farm Arena, Atlanta. Pull up.
Atlanta, yes, I will.
State Farm Arena. Okay, I'm pulling up. Okay.
So Pap didn't answer the question. I don't know if y'all peeped that. The interview specifically asked, in what ways have you taught your significant other on how to love, how, about success, all of this, all of that? Claressa had a pause, but eventually said something, right? When Pap gets the same question, he makes it about himself and says, I love the way Claressa loves me. Not what you've taught Claressa about love, because that would have to indicate that you were actually in love with her. I don't know if y'all peeped that. Pap didn't answer the question. And then he says he loves that Claressa shares her love with the world, meaning you like the fact that Claressa puts you on a pedestal, that Claressa Shields hypes you up to be more important than what you are in real life. You know what I'm saying? You like that Claressa Shields gives you promotion. You know what I'm saying? And you don't have to do anything. You don't have to say anything. You know what I'm saying? You could just sit back because Claressa is out loud for you. This is insane. I don't know why this clip came out, because it does not make either party look good. And then Pap transitions into promoting Claressa's fight like the promoter that he is. like the clout chaser that he is, like the user that he is. Claressa and Pap couldn't be on more opposite sides, you know what I'm saying, of the pendulum. You know what I'm saying? But because how do you have the same question and answer it completely differently like this? Y'all are not on one accord. And that's what I'm saying. Y'all are not on one accord. Y'all timelines are jacked up. Y'all can't even answer, the same question correctly. Claressa eventually said something, but the answer that she gave really makes zero sense because what she's describing, we've already seen on full display with Pap when he was with Remy. So really, there was nothing that you did to improve. Like you said, this is all lustful. This is all about the SEX of it all, right? And Pap needing a place to stay, Pap needing a come up, Pap needing somebody else to financially take care of him. And then Pap basically answers, oh yeah, I like what Claressa does for me. You know what I'm saying? I like that she makes me look a lot more important than what I am. I like that Claressa makes me look like I actually have a job and like I'm actually working when none of that is the truth, right? So you got that happening. And then he says, who better to do it than her? Then you're hyping up her as a boxer and her upcoming fight and all of the things, but you never say, as the married man that you are, what you taught her about love and success. But this for y'all that are Claressa Shields fans, that be in my comments, you know what I'm saying? All right, hey, no. Well, this is an example as to why Claressa continues to get dragged, because she did not even peep in this interview that Pap didn't even answer the question. And this is the same thing that happened in another clip. I believe it was with either Ebony or Essence or whoever, where they were talking about, what does black music mean and this and that. And Pap rattles off. If you give him the mic first, he's going to give you a whole dissertation. He's going to give you a whole speech and rattled off like 6 or 7 superlatives about what BET music means. And then Claressa, she was so rattled because really the interview just said to just give us one word. And so then what Claressa did, she was so rattled, she couldn't think of anything. So she just repeated the last word that Pap said and tried to make it seem like, oh, he took my word. No. Like their couple interviews are embarrassing because they're not on one accord. They're not one band, one sound like Drumline. You know what I'm saying? It is a hot mess express every single time. But y'all get mad at us. Y'all call us brokies. Y'all call us you goofies. You know what I'm saying? But this is the goofiest thing I keep saying. Is a married man who is here to, you know what I'm saying, be here in a professional capacity to make himself look good. And when you are directly asked in what ways you are, how is it? What has Claressa taught you? You know what I'm saying? What are you teaching Claressa? Nothing. Absolutely nothing, because I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm just here to see my celebrity friends. I'm here to just see if whether or not my wife is here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. It is absolutely weird. And on the car ride over, Claressa couldn't even remember how many years y'all been messing around. Talking about, is this our second or third BET Awards? Make it make sense. So there is that, you guys. I need y'all to do me the biggest favor, and that is to hype the video. Hype the video, please. There is that. That is it. That is all. Es todos, es final, es finito. It's the end of the road, it's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.